I've never understood the concept of migrating to another country and then finding that people's traditions, culture and flag divisive. You would think, wouldn't you, that the British Empire was the only empire to have ever existed. But shock horror, it wasn't. But the other empires, they get a free pass, don't they? And we know why. Now, I couldn't imagine emigrating or visiting a country and then being outspoken about how I find that country's flag offensive or divisive. But that's what's happening in the United Kingdom. The Union flag, our great Union flag, is very much hated. But it's hated so much, people from all over the world choose to come and live here underneath it and enjoy the freedoms and democracies that a flag affords. And so a taxi driver in Market Drayton, Shropshire, I was based there for 2 years, in Clive Barracks, my God, that brings back memories. And this guy has his own taxi. And then he made the huge mistake of having a Union flag on his taxi. And this offended some people, so they reported him. And he was told to take it down. However, he took his case to the council and won. Now, this guy, Basil Brockhurst, he served in the mob for 30 years. Now, imagine doing your time serving your country's armed forces, and then when you retire, you have your little taxi business, or whatever you do, and you're not allowed to display your country's flag, the flag you fought for. I mean, it's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong on all levels. But it's great that he won his appeal, and he should never have got to that. However, upon hearing about this, a Green Party local councillor, well, nearby in Oswestry, a guy called Mike Isherwood, he wasn't happy, assuming he identifies as a he, of course. You know what these woke turnips are like. He could be anything, so you got to be careful. He said that the flag, the Union flag, was divisive. It's needlessly divisive, he says, to introduce flags to taxis, particularly if it's only privileging one nation's flag. I find it unfair, discriminatory, and I'm surprised it would be legal to do this. We should have a neutral policy on this, and that is achieved with the current policy. Now, what an arsepipe this guy is. Typical lefty, Green Party, self-loathing, progressive. I'll tell you what, folks, this Mike Isherwood wouldn't complain one bit if it was a taxi driver with the inside of his Subaru laden with the Palestinian or Ukraine flags. But of course, they're the current things, aren't they? Well, the Ukraine has taken a back seat to the Free Plasticine cause. But you get my point. Mike Isherwood is the type of guy who would have handed Britain over to the Nazis during World War II, no questions asked. And if Mike Isherwood finds everything about Britain offensive, then perhaps he'd be better off moving abroad, probably to his beloved Palestine or Ukraine or the EU. I am proud of Britain's Union flag. Some friends of mine died serving under it, and I will call out any woke lefty who tries to ban it or besmirch it. Shame on them. And there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for listening. And until the next time, Roger Trout.